Hi guys, it's Chris.
And it's Andre.
Well, we've got some monsters here.
Exactly.
Halloween may be over, but the monsters are still lingering.
They will always be timeless and always be there for us, as we covered in that panel, which we hope you watched.
Yes.
One of our earlier episodes a couple weeks ago.
And people are watching it. People are actually
a
sitting
whole
through an hour.
Nerdgasm live that we did. So I hope to do more of those. If you guys want to see more of that, let us know.
Humbled and honored that you guys are sitting through that.
Exactly.
Very nice. But from our friends at Diamond Select Toys, we got these, and we actually bought these. You even have the price tag on them still from your comic book store. But first we have Lon Chaney as the Hunchback of Notre Dame. Now these are the deluxe versions that we're showing.
These are the ones that you don't see at Toys R Us. You got to go to your comic book stores or order them through diamondcomics.com. You have to go through them.
Correct. And they're in the bigger packaging. This is, 7-inch scale Hunchback. Kind of dusty, Hunchy. He comes with a crown, his scepter, and this one comes with the exclusive gargoyle that you can pose and stand.
Which one is that?
On.
Victor Hugo? Well, no, I'm sorry. Wrong one. Because, man, Furlow would not want to mess with this one.
No, he wouldn't.
Man.
Let's take a look at him.
Yeah, here he is loose.
And now if you watch this movie, his performance, Lon Chaney, he was so amazing in it.
He is just amazing at everything he did.
Like the way he walked like this the whole time. He kept sticking his tongue out, and he had all these different emotions, and it read through all that heavy makeup.
Man.
And this was practical stuff back then. He's really climbing these buildings, and he's really hanging off them, and he did his own designed and applied his own makeup. So I mean, that's phenomenal. That just doesn't happen anymore. But here he is, as you can see, highly articulated. There's holes in his feet with pegs on the gargoyle.
That way you can stay on the gargoyle.
Yeah. And like I said, this gargoyle is exclusive to the deluxe one. He also has the crown and scepter as we show. But yeah, you can put him on there like that. The pegs, you can plug his feet in there if they want to go. Oh, the pegs are kind of more.
Just gotta find them. There we go.
Like that. And put them in there like that. I actually had mine hanging off the edge of my shelf. Would have looked kind of cool. And I'm like hanging kind of like that. Or like dangling.
Little action shot from the movie. There you go.
So it looks great. I mean, the paint apps are great on these. Look how detailed that is.
It's really hard too to get that paint app because this was a black and white movie. So it's not like they had like very many color references to go off of. So I guess this is what he would have looked like here.
Talking the 1920s here still.
Yeah. So of course you can get a regular version at Toys R Us.
Regular version in a slimmer card at Toys R Us does not come with the gargoyle, and those are running for $13.
Yeah, like $12.99 I believe that was the price point on those.
And the deluxe ones are in the 20s, $24.99.
Yeah, normally like $25. Okay.
Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, which means that this one has all the pieces you can transform him into Mr. Hyde. Whereas the non-deluxe version at Toys R Us in the small card,
it's just
Mr. Hyde. You do not get Dr. Jekyll or his lab table or his lab equipment. So with this one, you get all the bells and whistles. And really, you got to see him loose.
I mean, this is the ultimate set here. I mean, I'm not even going to bother getting that Toys R Us version of Mr. Hyde because, okay, it's just that figure, but this is what I want to see. I want to do a full-on transformation like this.
Yeah. See, I ended up buying both. Here's the standard one. I bought both just so I could have them like kind of back to back, like they just.
So you can have them both around
at the same time. And he's got a removable top hat. I mean, they both can wear it. It kind of doesn't fit on that well. It's almost doesn't have like an exact molding to the head.
Does it fit better on Dr. Jekyll here?
Let's see. Yeah, it just goes right on him.
Okay. So Mr. Hyde, not so much. Yeah. Okay.
I mean, it will, but it takes a little work. And also, the Mr. Hyde, he comes with the rooftop base with a peg, which has got a little chimney on it and a little ledge. They both come with a cane, so they both get their cane. So you can stick him on there, like he's lurking on the rooftops. But this totally reminds me of the old Aurora model kit that they made of Dr. Jekyll, because look at all the stuff on his table.
So all that was on the Aurora model kit too?
Yeah, it had it had these little things. And all
they went that detailed.
Yeah, and all these things are removable. I mean, all this stuff. You can move it around. That's removable. We'll take that out of his hand. And he's got two rats.
Yeah, I see
that
the
are sculpted into the stand.
Down on the base.
Now, there's also a third one. This only comes in the standard Toys R Us Slim card,
yeah.
and this is the Toys R Us exclusive, and it's the Mole Person. Sideshow made a Mole Person years ago before, and we've got another one now, and this one, standard Mole Person. He's got his sculpted removable base with
mushrooms growing out of it.
Nice sculpted texture
nice little
there.
terrain though for them to stand on.
And he's got the holes in his feet, which he plugs into. Detailed paint app, detailed sculpt, all his bumps, his claws.
Oh yeah.
His eyes really pop. And the same articulation that the other ones have. If you notice, this wave I think is actually better than the last wave because remember the last few waves had like one figure out of them that wasn't all that articulated. Remember that?
True.
Like the Invisible Man wasn't all that articulated. The first Mummy wasn't that articulated. There'd always be...
Especially that deluxe one. Yeah.
Yeah, the deluxe one just like this. So there was always one in a wave that couldn't move. All these...
This one they went for it.
All these have equal articulation, which is great. But we still have two more to show.
Exactly.
They've continued the retro line, which I'm very happy
style,
about.
yes.
Yes, and if you remember, and we mentioned this in our panel, Mego never made a Phantom of the Opera back in the 70s. So this is the first ever Mego-style Phantom of the Opera, and the first ever Mego-style Metaluna Mutant, too, from this island Earth.
And one thing I've noticed, too, with this line is, I guess they're going to break this curse of having the short pack of the Creature from the Black Lagoon and Phantom of the Opera. Yeah. Now, the Creature... That was a short pack.
That was hard to find.
That was hard to find with this line.
Still to this day, you can see a Bride of Frankenstein from that wave lingering around.
Right.
You will not find a creature from the Black Lagoon lingering on pegs at all.
But I'm seeing just as many Phantoms as I'm seeing of this guy, so...
It's equal. Yeah. It's equal, which is good. I'm thinking he'll be a little more popular, though, so he might just sell out quicker. But, and these have the standard articulation that all the Megos had. He's got his, cloth... pants, and he's got like a leather tunic here, which is kind of cool. The rest of him is sculpted. He's got a rubber shoulder chest piece at the top. What I like about him is look at his hands. They actually gave him specifically sculpted hands. They didn't give him the standard closed Mego-like hands that they did with the Dracula. Remember they did that with that Dracula?
Yes.
And the Dracula, his hands were just the standard hands, and the hands were darker than his face. So he had a white face with like a darker colored hand. It didn't work. This, the hands, the paint on the hands match the paint on the face. They're sculpted like he would be conducting his opera.
Or even playing the piano.
Or playing the organ,
The organ.
So anyway, these are retailing for what? What's the retail on these?
These brand new, they're $19.99
$19.99.
each. That Bride, as you said, you can still find. She's down to like $13.49 now. So she's on like a little cut price.
A little bit of a clearance, yeah. Okay. So these you can still find. I've mostly seen these at Toys R Us. I haven't seen
the only place I've seen these
anywhere else, except your
hobby shops
your
and stuff.
Comic shops. Yeah.
But yeah, Toys R Us is the only real retail place I've seen these at.
Cool. All right, guys. Well, this is Chris.
And it's Andre.
See you next time for Nerdgasm.